Diablo 4 Season 6 is completely ruined. It's what a very small portion of the Diablo 4 players want you to believe. But this just isn't the case. It feels like there is a very small majority of people with really big voices that are shouting about how bad the game is. People love to hate on Blizzard, even though the Diablo 4 team is consistently adjusting and pushing the game in new and better directions. It always feels like people that are talking the loudest are unhappy with it. Now, I know this is a very small snapshot, but I polled my community to see what people's thoughts are on this. I saw other people had done the same thing, and I wanted to see what my results would be. It is overwhelmingly positive. And it's not just my poll, but every single poll. Less than 7 to 8% of the people have had a negative experience playing this expansion pack. Sure, there are bugs, crashes, incredibly broken damage numbers from the Spiritborn, but I've been here since day one, and the gameplay, the feeling that you get while you're playing, the new changes to the world here feel so much different, but so much better. Damage numbers aside, the way the Spiritborn feels and has been created is absolutely insane. If you remove the bugs, before we even knew anything about how the class would feel, putting together a build before I had ever played this class was the most fun that I had ever had theory crafting a build. The way the skills tie together, how one spirit helps another is amazing, and a great outlook for the future of classes. If this is the direction characters are going in Diablo, then it makes me really excited to see what the future brings, what the next class will be, and maybe that class will be what everybody is asking for, and a paladin. If the paladin comes out now, after we've seen what Blizzard can do with a class that they have put a lot of time into, spent years working on, maybe the paladin is going to even wow us more than it did in Diablo 2. So I wanted to touch on something, because this is something that comes up constantly now. We changed gears going from Season 5 to Season 6. The pacing is completely different. Starting now from level 1, the leveling process from 1 to 60 feels different. Personally, I think it feels better, but I can see where people are saying that it's slow. But I think that's honestly because everybody wants to get straight to endgame and get running with their endgame builds and see how far they can push it. Even that has changed. Once everyone gets to endgame, that's where I think the mindset has to shift. From what I can tell, Blizzard is slowing down the pacing of the endgame. If you open up the menu and you look right here, the season ends January 21st. That is really, really far, about 3 months away. We have just over 2 weeks into the season. So all of these rawhide shortages, the ancestrals not dropping, the mythic uniques drop rate that's been cut in half, in the grand scheme of things over the entire course of the season, they really aren't that bad. Now think about last season. Last season, we had all of the drop rates. Everything dropped all over the place. We had mythics dropping constantly. We had ancestral uniques constantly. What it ended up doing was that everybody quit after about a month into the season. This is a 3-month long season. So if everybody quits after 3 weeks because the gear just flowed to everybody, we'd have nobody left playing. We have to remember, and for those of you that have not played Diablo as a franchise, Diablo is traditionally a very grindy game. It normally takes a long time to get all of the items that you want set up. The Diablo 4 team has definitely rolled back that process a lot, so things definitely drop faster. We get a lot more of what we need compared to some of the other games that I've played for Diablo. And if you're someone like me that loves Diablo 4 and you love the people that you play it with, when those people stop playing, you really notice it. So what to do now? How do you approach this? I want to triple masterwork all my gear. I want to get all my drops. I want my build up and running. But ask yourself what for. We have no ladders, no competitions, no rewards. We just have fun. This is a game where the sole purpose of the endgame is to find more gear. We have the pits to push our builds, but other than an outside site, nothing is officially being tracked. We get nothing for clearing higher. What I've been doing every day to make sure that this stays fun and that I pace the way that I get my gear is I have been doing a different activity every day. Today I'll run the pits. Tomorrow we'll run some hordes. Then we'll sprinkle in a little bit of Helltides and some Realm Walkers for some Whispers, and then we'll do a killing boss night. I have 0 triple master working yet, but I have been rotating all of my activities, and I've started to hit doubles, and all of my gear is masterwork to 12, So I still have my character at the strongest it can possibly be, and then I'm working on one piece at a time. I can feel the difference every single time that I upgrade a piece of gear, and that feeling is amazing as you take this journey on the quest to get that perfect build set up. As the season progresses, something that I hear more and more that people are talking about is going to be your aspects. Currently, everything that is dropping on legendary gear is going up to 16 out of 21 ranks. If we think about the way that it worked from last season to this season, a rank 16 is last season's maximum aspect. This season, instead of thinking that our aspects are incomplete, think about it like this. Your aspect is now perfect. What you're looking for is some bonus ranks to that aspect to gain a little bit more power. When you hit that 21 rank, that is that little extra bonus that you have found, but that is a very rare chance. Think about this. They lower the drop rate on ancestrals. So now you have to get an ancestral to drop with the specific aspect that you want. Now you have to get that aspect to be perfect in order to get a 21 out of 21 on your aspects. That is a very rare chance and a very low chance. And what we're doing is that is something worth grinding for and something that we can continue to play the season to try and get done. It is not going to happen right away. It will take some time. Unless you have a ton of gold and you want to go out there and buy it from somebody that happens to have found it and is willing to sell it. I love the hunt. That's what I live for. That's what I play these games for, is that hunt to find the gear. If I have nothing left to hunt, then what do? So before you jump into everything and try and get every single thing in the first 3 to 4 weeks of the season, think about why we're playing this game. Think about what you want to get out of this season. When you get that character fully dialed in, fully maxed out, and you have every single thing that you want, what are you going to do then? Sure, there are tons of other games out there to go play, but I love playing this game. So if I rush to that, then I won't be able to play this game because I'll have nothing that I really want to do and nothing to look forward to. So the pacing being dialed back in a season that are normally this long is a really great feeling. When we finally get to the mid-season patch, maybe even before then, the game will stabilize. Hotfixes are already going out. Maybe some of these bugs are going to get patched, but more than likely, we will see that during the mid-season patch or in Season 7. The overall state of Diablo 4 honestly feels amazing. I know opinions vary, but the polls don't lie. I love this game. I'll be here slowly grinding away all season long. Bugs, crashes, and instability aside, the game feels so promising. I hope that you guys share the same sentiment as I do, and hopefully some of these things have helped you put a different spin on how you view the game. I'm live on YouTube and Twitch every single night. Let me know in the comments of this video what you think about the season. I know there is a lot that everybody wants to change about it, but let's try and put a different perspective on it to help us get through 3-month long seasons instead of a 2-month long season. Thank you everybody for watching. Catch you on the clip side.